Initiating login sequence. Welcome to Alyx's world.
A new era of NXT has officially begun. And I'm here to talk about it. As always, welcome to Alyx's World, a safe space for wrestling fans like you. I'm your host, Alyx, just Alyx. Let me just tell y'all something. Oh, before I even get to that, I should probably address the big elephant in the room. Yes, I was hit by a tropical storm / hurricane / tropical storm Monday, and I did lose power. I lost power for over 24 hours. Yeah, that was fun. But to all the people who reached out, to everyone who showed me respect on Twitter, Facebook, wherever on social media, thank you. It was hard for me. Just so you guys know, this YouTube thing is not just something for you to enjoy. This is something that helps keeps me from going to a dark place in my mind. And one of these days, and I said this on my Facebook, I think I said it on Twitter as well, but one of these you're going to get a chance to see all the damage in my life. The damage that makes me who I am. Unfiltered, 100% authentic. But today is not that day. Today I'm here to have fun. Today I'm here to talk some wrestling. And, keep it in a world where nothing is too complicated. Because that's why we're here. Life's already complicated enough. So why make it even more complicated here on YouTube? So, thank you once again. I'm okay. Good to see you all. Alright, NXT 2.0. So I'm guessing just calling it NXT is out the window now. We gotta say 2.0 every single time. Oh boy, this is definitely a Vince McMahon product, because that just felt so forced. Why was everyone saying 2.0? Just say NXT. No, NXT 2.0. You're gonna force it, pal. We're gonna definitely talk about the show, but we got some things to knock off. Hot topics to get to, because I haven't addressed some big elephants in the room. Namely, Samoa Joe dropping the belt, Johnny Gargano, whose contract is expiring very soon, and then, of course, Pete Dunne, the Dunster, the Bruiserweight, re-signing with WWE. We'll talk about those first, and then we'll get to my thoughts on NXT 2.0, brother. But let's pay some bills. If this is the first time you're watching me, do me a solid favor. Like the video, subscribe, and click that bell to catch all my content when it comes out. I also have a poll in the live chat where you guys get to decide if I continue to watch this. I simply asked, hey, based off of what you got, do you want me to continue watching this and reviewing it? So far, how many votes do I have? There's 100 people in this thing, first off. Good to have you guys here. And I have 164 votes, 166 votes. And 64% of you say, yeah, keep reviewing it. Ugh. All right, we'll see how that changes after this review. Just know, if I review it, I'm not going to say it's positive all the time. I might not even say it's positive today, whenever you're watching this. So, yeah. Vote in that poll. Let me know in the comments. But yeah, like the video, subscribe, click that bell, catch all my content when it comes out. Join the membership today. And then, of course, don't forget to like me on Facebook. Follow me on Twitter at JustAlyxCentral. Also, give me a follow on Instagram and Spotify. Donate using PayPal, Patreon. Super Chats are officially on. You can donate at any point in time during the broadcast to get your thoughts played live on the air. Email me at JustAlyx'sWorld@gmail.com. For business inquiries, just to say hi, go ahead and get yourself a t-shirt today at Pro Wrestling Tees. You got the old school Deluxe Man t-shirt. We got the new school, Alyx's World t-shirts. But don't forget to get you a blonde hair, blue eyes, apple pie, America t-shirt made by It's Jay Knox and Fire Star Heart. Let's get some shout outs to the lovely, lovely people here. Again, I'm looking at 100 people strong in the early audience. Thank y'all for being here. Thank you for making me a part of your day. Please show some love to the moderators, Ultra Shadow 97, Firestar Heart, Elias Demian, Godzilla Hawk, and also show some love to one of my YouTube members, Nickname My, former Super Chat champ, Nickname My. Hey, Nickname, you thinking about challenging for that belt at Survivor Series? I think you should give it a shot, my friend. Alright, let's go ahead and knock it out. Whoever I see first is getting the call out. Sniper Wolf, Quentin Gilbert, the LOE, Gordo Brigada Inverno L. Gordo Brigada Inverno L. I think I butchered that. Vince McMahon. Here we go. I knew this was coming. Vince McMahon says, if all you're gonna do is hate watch every week, then you're wasting your time. Take Punk's advice on people who hate watch things. See, here's the difference. I don't just hate watch it, I hate watch it and talk about it. Because I have a wrestling channel. So I'm not just hate watching. Thanks. Mickey Man. Brother. Young Drizzy MSC. Look, I kind of figured that people were gonna give me shit already. I haven't even said anything. And I see people disliking the video. Oh my god, he's gonna hate on it because of the title. We'll get to that in a second, don't worry. Is it Kwanzi Tum? Thumb. Kwanzi Thumb. Finally able to hear your thoughts on this pile of garbage. Oh, you're gonna love what I have to say. Kinda, maybe, who knows. Demon Arshan. Demon Arshan. There you go. New Japan Pro Wrestling Girl, Steve Callan, Joe Arredondo, Paul Bub, oh yeah, Mr. Krabs, Wrestling Reeds, KB Brown, Ren, Amamiya, Pico. Sorry. Christopher Carter, Catherine Tagus. What's up, Catherine Tagus? I don't know why I put this at the end of that. And then, of course, last but not least, Robert Brown. Thank you all for being here. If I don't see your name, it's not because I hate you. I got a lot to get to. We're going to start things off with some facts. Who's ready for me to rant on them booties? Not the booty, but the booties. Because there's more than one person who's is, as in present tense right now, triggered by what I'm about to say. Well, get used to it, because I don't give a damn what you feel. You clicked on this video to get my opinions, that's what you gonna get. Reality check. Whether you like it or not, whether you enjoyed this or not, not even tonight's, when did this happen? Yesterday? My entire time sense is off. I'm thinking it's Tuesday. It's really not. It's Wednesday. Excuse me. This episode of NXT marks the end of professional wrestling in WWE. After killing NXT 1.0, see, I don't like saying 2.0 because then I have to refer to the last one as 1.0. It's dumb. After killing the original NXT and basically ridding any ounce of professional wrestling left in the company, because that was what NXT was. NXT was the show for professional wrestling fans like me. And then Vince said, brother, Trips, you couldn't beat AEW. So now it's my turn. So essentially he took over NXT. And anyone saying that Vince, Bruce, Kevin have no influence on NXT, stop lying to yourself. Stop lying. That show had Vince's name literally plastered all over it. From the the women's tag turning into a 6 women's tag after a DQ, to random people walking into the main event and getting a title shot. Von Wagner. I have no idea. I don't even know who that is. Is that Carl Bloom? It's Carl Bloom, right? Cal Bloom. I think it's Cal Bloom. Whatever. Wagner. Vince Von Wagner. I don't even know what his name is anymore. That guy just getting a title shot out of nowhere. And then we got terrible names. Von Wagner was one. And then, of course, my favorite, Bron Baker. Bron Baker. Oh, that's horrible. Jesus. Criminy Christ almighty. Oh, God. To the short matches, to the lack of storyline progression, this feels like things are just thrown together now. It feels like Raw. With that said, I feel like this is a much better Raw than the Raw we got, because at least it's 2 hours and I'm not bored. Because even watching it back, and I literally watched it today because I had to, because that's when I got power, I didn't hate the show. I just don't think it's wrestling. It is the very definition of sports entertainment. Now, if that doesn't bother you, so, okay, cool. There's nothing wrong with liking sports entertainment, but it's not professional wrestling. This show was the end of that. Everything about this show screamed Raw. And you know what? Maybe that's for the best. Maybe that is for the best. Because now we don't have to worry about these guys getting called up and not being used. That's the great thing about NXT becoming more sports entertainment centric. Esque, if you will. You already know when they get called to the main roster that it's going to work because it's Vince's creation. It's Vince's input. It's Vince basically telling people like me and you that these guys are gonna be stars. God damn it. And that's fine. That's fine. It's not my place to really say that they're not gonna be stars. I don't know. As much as I hate the name Bron Baker, that actually might be your next John Cena. Psych. Who am I kidding? More like Carmelo Hayes. That is your next John Cena. We'll talk about him in a second. But, yeah, I mean, when the show was over, I just went, okay. That was my reaction. Okay. It was my reaction to Big E winning the championship on Raw. Like, okay. And apparently that didn't even do anything. Did y'all see the Raw rating this past week? The Raw rating was low. It was 1.6. And that was with Big E announcing he was cashing in. Imagine how low that rating would be. Imagine how low it would be if Big E didn't announce he was cashing in. Everything just feels hot shot. There's no long-term plan. So, I don't expect NXT 2.0 to be the same. I mean, they announced that Kyle O'Reilly was going to be in the main event in that Fatal 4-Way. They took him out during the show. Oh, this is definitely a Vince McMahon production. Ain't nothing about this that screams original NXT. That is long, dead, and gone. Might as well pull up Justin Timberlake. Oh, the old me's dead and gone, dead and gone. So, I'm sorry that it's gonna piss you off when I say this, but it's the truth. This is no longer what you call a professional wrestling show. Now, if you're going to be okay with that, be okay with that. WWE is not professional wrestling. They don't even like being called wrestlers. They like being called sports entertainers. What did Roman Reigns call himself? What was that phrase again? Crap. He called himself, it escapes me. It's some kind of a crazy phrase. Him and Trisha Parks, Jordan Grace, whatever the hell. They called themselves something. Y'all tell me in the live chat. They don't even call themselves wrestlers anymore, even though they wrestle inside a wrestling ring with a wrestling audience and wrestling commentary. But we're not wrestling. Okay. That's fine. Just be good at whatever the hell you are. And tonight, it wasn't bad, but it was okay. That's it. I don't feel the need to continue watching it. Matter of fact, thank you, performance artist. Roman Reigns calls himself the greatest performance artist. It's a show filled with upcoming performance artists. Whatever you want to call yourselves, whatever you want to see NXT as, all I'm asking going forward is that you be good. And tonight was okay. Wasn't groundbreakingly amazing. Did make me go, ooh, I gotta watch next week. It was okay. But yeah, what I feared has come to fruition. This is no longer a wrestling show. They have killed any ounce of NXT being a wrestling show. It's not. It's sports entertainment now. The death of professional wrestling has happened. But that's okay, right? Just accept it for what it is. Accept it. And just be okay with that. Performance artists are good. Sports entertainment can be entertaining sometimes. AEW has a hint of sports entertainment in it. But AEW is a wrestling show. This is no longer a wrestling show. And I'm sorry. That's the reality that you have to deal with. You have to be okay with that. So, yeah, this is a Vince McMahon production. This is a Kevin Dunne and a John Laurinaitis, Executive Vice President of Talent Relations vision of NXT. Thank you, Triple H, for a good run. Well, an amazing run. I hope you enjoy the fruits of your labor. So, let's play some Super Chats. Let's play a couple of Super Chats. Then we will get to some hot topics in just a second.
I think this is the end of WWE.
No, that's coming next year. We'll talk about that. That video is still coming. We'll talk about it soon. I'm waiting for the right time, though. I am waiting for the right time to talk about it. It'll come. Yep.
Tuesday Night Raw.
Welcome to Tuesday Night Raw. That's exactly what it is. It's Tuesday Night Raw. Again, I thought it was better than Raw. If I can be honest with you, yeah, I enjoyed it. I would definitely watch this over again than watch another episode of Raw. I don't think I'm saying anything out of line when I make that statement. Do y'all agree? Can y'all at least agree on that? That this was, even though it's not professional wrestling, it was at least better than Raw? I think we can all agree on that. I think we can come to some type of agreement when it comes to that. All right, hot topics. Let's knock these out before we get to the NXT 2.0 review. Let's start things off with the first piece of news that got people up in a fucking ruckus last week, and I'm still just kind of sus about it. By the way, please go like me on Facebook for wrestling news. Anytime I get wrestling news, I post it, and I have sources to back me up. So this is coming from my Facebook page. Samoa Joe recently relinquished his NXT championship, according to WWE. Why? Injuries. What injuries? Just a history of injuries. I think Samoa Joe himself released a video talking about it. And he essentially said, my history of injuries has caught up to me. So as a result, I will have to relinquish the belt. So yeah, Samoa Joe dropped the belt because of injuries. Now, I'm going to be that guy. I'm gonna be that guy. If he is hurt, I hope he gets better. I hope he finds a way to come back. This is sus as hell. This is suspect. Very suspect. That the week before they do NXT 2.0, Joe relinquishes the belt. And it's not like he's been wrestling ever since TakeOver. And he looked fine after TakeOver. He looked great at TakeOver. But apparently, somewhere in between that time, he got hurt again. Does anybody else think that's suspect as hell? So yeah, I'm gonna say it. I don't think he's actually hurt. When they say history of injuries, I think they're talking about the fact that he's had tons of injuries. He's injury prone. And that was the reason why they made him retire from the ring on the main roster and turned him into a commentator. Now that Vince and Executive Vice President of Talent Relations and I Love You now has their hands in the cookie jar of NXT, they saw Joe and went, sorry, this is my vision, you are a liability, I'm gonna need you to drop that belt, here's the reasons why, and I'm gonna need you to prove to us that you're ready to be cleared. They will never trust Joe to run a show ever again. I think that's the reality of the situation. They think Samoa Joe is a liability. I'm sorry. I'm not saying anything that's, a conspiracy theory. Maybe he actually is hurt. I just have a problem trying to see, first off, when he got hurt. This whole idea that he got hurt, he's hurt. He had a match against Karrion Kross. He looked great. He didn't hurt himself. And then he didn't wrestle at all. And then he just dropped the belt. What? They don't think Samoa Joe is capable of running a show because he's injury prone. And you know what? I would hate to say it, he might be on his way out. Because the only reason why he was in NXT to begin with was because they released him and Triple H said, brother, and saved him. Well, Triple H can't save him now. So, I'm hearing already that there's going to be more cuts this week. He might be on his way out. I hate to say it. But we'll see. We'll see what happens with that. Okay. Next piece of news. Mr. Takeover himself, Johnny Gargano, is about to leave, it looks like. They're basically already announcing that his contract status is up very soon. And it says right there, December 3rd, 2021. That's when it expires. It's not looking like he's going to resign. Why? As I told you, WWE is no longer a professional wrestling company. They have gone out of their way to say, we're not wrestling no more. Johnny Gargano is a professional wrestler. So, with those lines drawn, where do you think he's going to end up? Yeah. Honestly, when he gets released, I would be shocked if Tony Khan didn't make that call. He is one of the best wrestlers today. They're going to make that call. And I know people are like, oh my god, they can't sign everybody. You can't sign everybody, but you need to sign Gargano. You don't let that talent get away. Oh, we got enough talent in NXT. Okay, we got a lot of talent in NXT. You're right. It's becoming a Shark Tank. Get good. Get good. There's no way in hell they should let Gargano slip away. Are you kidding me? I am making that call immediately. If there's a way to have a conversation with him beforehand, shoot. Do I think he'll resign? Here's the thing. Based off of what I've seen from Johnny this year, and especially during the pandemic, I think he enjoys being on NXT. I think he genuinely enjoys being there. The problem with Gargano is that he's already done everything he could possibly do. So the next step for him is the main roster, and he doesn't want to go to the main roster. He's already told Vince, I don't want to go. I do not want to go to the main roster. Same thing goes for Ciampa. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and say it. He's definitely leaving. There's no way in hell he's staying. He already told Vince, I don't want to go to the main roster. Why are we there then? If he's not gonna benefit Vince on Raw or SmackDown, it's only a matter of time. Whether you like it or not, he's on his way out. It's not whether he's leaving, it's when. And the actual question is, where does he go? Because I say AEW, some of you might say Impact, some might say NWA. If NWA can pick up Gargano, oh, I think honestly, the more I think about it, he probably should go to NWA. That's more where a guy like him can thrive. But nah, if I'm Tony Khan, I'm making that call immediately when his contract is up. I don't know when Tommaso Ciampa's contract is up. Someone just asked me that. Until I get a date, I'm not going to speculate. But if I'm not mistaken, didn't they sign around the same time? I mean, that's something worth looking up. Someone look that up for me. Look it up. Let me know when he signed. I'm pretty sure that there's some details about that. And then come back and then we'll figure it out. So, yeah, Mr. Gargano's definitely on his way out. I think we don't have to worry about that much speculation. And the final piece of news involving NXT is, well, while I think someone that should leave is definitely leaving, they managed to keep one guy that, surprisingly, I didn't think was going to stay. But he surprised me. Pete Dunne has signed a new 3-year deal with WWE. Apparently, Triple H made the offer. And Fightful Select has said he is planning to move up to the main roster. So yeah, Pete Dunne basically said, all right, you got me. Well, good luck. Good luck, Bruiserweight. I'm not expecting much. I don't see it really working out well for him. I think he's gonna regret it. If I'm not mistaken, part of the reason why he went to NXT was because he was allowed to be a professional wrestler. Yeah, that's over with. You can forget about it. You're gonna have to find a character for him. Pete's not good at playing characters. He's not. I think he might be. He might be a done deal. Good Lord. I feel bad for him. I'm praying things work out, but I don't see it working out. I don't. I'm not saying he's a bad talent, and I'm not even saying he can't be a sports entertainer, a performance artist. Pete Dunne, the Bruiserweight, is known for being a professional wrestler. WWE does not like professional wrestlers. But alright, enjoy being a sports entertainer, Pete. It's your life, your decision, you're young. Isn't he like 27? Alright, well, make your money, kid. No one's judging you. And that's it for that piece of news. Did I get any more super chats? I did. So we're going to play more super chats and then we'll get to NXT.
Absolutely heartbreaking. It literally has no identity.
Yep. It's Raw. It's another version of Raw, honestly. I see we have 200 people here in the live chat. Welcome, everybody. Be sure you like the video. Like the video. 500 likes is the goal. Likes the video. Get them likes up, boy. Get them likes up. I think I got a couple more super chats ready to go. Yeah, I was about to say, like, what's the deal? I like how it includes the subscriptions as well as the super chats, so I can see who's subscribed to the channel.
The Tuesday night war between NXT 2.0 and Impact will be interesting and close. Also, how long until Big E gets squashed by Lesnar for ratings?
Don't do that to me. Don't do that to me. But yeah, he'll probably end up dropping the belt back to Lashley, and that's how they set up Bobby. No, not... Well, okay, Lashley or Lesnar. dropped the belt to Lesnar last year. That's how they set up last year. Thank you, Mr. John Brown, for the $1.99. Thank you all for donating. And again, get them likes up. We got close to... No, we don't got close. We are over 200 people in this thing. 200 people live. So let's get them likes back. Let's get them likes up to at least 100. At least 100. Come on, y'all. So give me your thoughts about the Peter Dunne. And also give me your thoughts about Gargano and Samoa Joe. Am I the only one that thinks it's kind of sketchy that he dropped the belt? Kind of sketchy? Really sketchy? Alright. Let's get to it. What you've all been waiting for. We're here to talk about NXT 2.0. I'm just gonna basically talk about the things that I like and just skim over the rest. Because there's not really much else to say other than Tommaso Ciampa is the new NXT champ. So let's talk about that first, because when they took the belt off of Joe and they announced the Fatal 4-Way, I remember posting on Twitter, alright, Tommaso Ciampa is the right choice. I said that. He's the right guy. He's the best talent out of all four, and he could really represent the brand in a way that benefits not just NXT but WWE. Unfortunately, he doesn't fit the mold, the image that Vince wants. So I just kind of thought he wasn't going to win. I knew for sure Kyle O'Reilly wasn't winning way too soon, and Vince probably looked at him like, that vanilla midget. And then you got Pete Dunne, same thing, that vanilla British midget. And so, by process of elimination, I said, alright, I guess LA Knight's winning the title. And quite frankly, not gonna lie, I thought he would have been a great champ. I think LA Knight still could be a great champ. And he's the best of both worlds. He can wrestle, but he also has a look and he can talk. You don't get them a lot. So I was 100% in the corner of LA Knight winning that belt. I was like, alright, I mean, he's a great heel. He can get people over. He can sell. Again, he can talk. He has the look. And he fits the best of both worlds. He's a wrestler's wrestler. So, alright, give him the belt. Then the match happened. They take Kyle O'Reilly out of the match the day of, because, and then they replaced him with Von Wagner. Cal Bloom. I'm just very confused about that. That was weird. Them taking Kyle O'Reilly out of the match, I'm okay with that, but why they replaced him with Cal Bloom, I will never understand. That was just weird. So, alright, the match was fine. It was good. And then Ciampa just won. And I went, alright, cool. Didn't expect that to happen. Cool. Then I saw Tommaso Ciampa backstage, and then he runs into Bron Breakker, DMD. No, I'm joking. Bron Breakker looks at the title and shakes his hand, and I went, oh, that's why they gave him the title. They're gonna use Ciampa to make the big man look good. Jesus Christ almighty. Can I not watch this? Can we not? This feels like Ryback. Remember 2012 when they tried to use CM Punk to make Ryback look good? I mean, look, at this point, you might as well just give him the belt if you like him that much. We'll talk about Bron Breakker in just a second. I didn't necessarily hate him, so we'll definitely get to him before we talk about the rest of the show. But I have my issues. The reappearance of Mandy Rose. Yeah, blonde hair, blue eyes, apple pie in my ass. That girl went brunette, and I said, quit playing games with my heart. Y'all, I said, yes, sir. Now here's my number. So call, you know what I mean? Like, god damn. That women's match was not anything special, but Mandy as a Burnett? More of that, please. And then, of course, we'll talk about the new setup. I'll be real with you. So, I personally feel, just looking at the setup, the way the lighting was, the colorful nature, the nick vibe, in which, listen, let's just call it like it is. It does have a very Nickelodeon noggin vibe to it, which is fine. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. But for me personally, it gives me too much of a Nickelodeon throwback type of atmosphere. And look, as a kid, I would have loved this. Get 9-year-old, 10-year-old me and show me this NXT. Oh, my favorite show. This would have been a perfect show for Nickelodeon back then. For real, I would have loved this on Nickelodeon. For now, I like the dark grittiness of the original NXT. They changed the ring mattress, got white ropes. Yes, it's lighter, it's brighter, and a lot more colorful and a lot more life. You know, it has a lot more life to it, I suppose, and that's fine. If that's what you like, that's what you like. And again, I would have loved it as a kid, and I see the appeal. I just feel like when it comes to wrestling, it's a little too colorful for my taste. Like, okay, like I make jokes about it, but every time I see it, I want to go, who lives in a pineapple under the sea? SpongeBob! You know what I mean? It's just like, good lord. That being said, I'm so happy to have a crowd back, and it was full. You had a good 500 people in that building, so that did make a difference. It did make a difference. Is this the Capitol Wrestling Center? I never actually figured that out. Is this still in the Capitol Wrestling Center? So they just renovated the entire complex. It's just a completely different look altogether. It is what it is. I'm not complaining. I just kind of feel like, when I look at it, it's hard to take it seriously. I'm not joking. It's hard to take this seriously with the way it looks. At least with the dark, gritty feel, you felt like, all right, these guys are legit. Like, this is wrestling. This is... Get a blast! I'm serious. Gotta catch them all because he's Danny Phantom. I mean, it's a kiddie vibe. But hey, if that's what it's supposed to be, if that's what it's supposed to appeal to, cool. I see the appeal. If you like it, great. For me personally, I prefer the old school, dark, gritty NXT. Not trying to hurt anybody's feelings. That's just what I feel. I hope you guys can understand that. So yeah, that's my thoughts. And apparently, yes, it is definitely still CWC. Okay, before I continue, we have a troll in the live chat. Moderator Cedric C, give him the boot for me, please, because he doesn't seem to want to have a conversation. He doesn't want to understand that I have a difference of opinion, and he wants to be a jerk. So if I see it, next time I come back, I'm gonna give him the boot. But I'm gonna give one of my moderators the opportunity to give him the boot. Ultra Shadow, get rid of him. Because I see him in the live chat talking about some, don't watch it, bro. How's about you click off this video and not watch me if I bother you that much? You go watch someone else is gonna kiss that booty. Go ahead and boot him out. Boot his ass out of here. Ain't nobody got time for him. We got too much positivity to talk about. And again, it's not about whether you like it or not. As long as it's starting a conversation. And I didn't even say I hated the show. That's what's crazy about this. When did I ever say that this show was awful? All I said was this was not a wrestling show no more. This was sports entertainment. It is. And I still think, even though it's sports entertainment, it's better than Raw. So how is that me shitting on this? People just need to learn how to listen. I ain't got time for that bullshit. And just like that, Ultra Shadow 97 steps in and drops him. All right. Now we can get back to some positivity. So, I understand the look and the appeal. Not for me. Bron Breakker. Let's talk about him. Let's talk about the son of the Big Bad Booty Daddy. You have a square root of a chance. I gotta get the script to that promo from TNA. Oh my goodness, that was a legendary promo. Scott Steiner is the man. I'm telling y'all, he is the man. So when I heard that they were gonna debut the son of Scott Steiner, I actually got kind of excited because I was doing some research on him and I like how he looked. I like how Bron Breakker looks. And originally, believe this or not, they weren't going to call him Bron Breakker. They were going to call him Rex Steiner. I want you to imagine Vince McMahon, Kevin Dunne, and Joel Laurinaitis, and I love you, Bruce Pritchard in a room. And then there's a writer. I'll be the writer. Guys, I would like to debut this new piece of meat, but we're gonna need a name. Any ideas? And the writer goes, oh, Jesus Christ. Oh, God, this is gonna be bad. And then Vince goes, I got it. How about Rex Steiner? And then the writer just like, oh my God, yes. That's a great name. Holy shit. Yes, sir. But then you got John. Well, sir, I don't know about that type of name, sir. I feel like he's a man that breaks people. He's a man that's a breaker. Give me a break. Sorry. When I think about Rex, I don't really think it connects. Just wanna give him a break. Give me a break. Break me up a piece of that. Okay, got right. And then Vince goes, break. Breaker. You said breaker. I like it. Breaker. You know what I miss? I miss Braun Strowman. He was a breaker. Braun Breaker. God damn it, it's good shit. Let's call him Braun Breaker. And you're the writer going, what the fuck just happened? You had a good name. No. It was right there. It was right there. Rex Steiner. Oh my God, it was right there. It was right there. Seriously, how do you go from Rex Steiner, which is perfect? It's a nice callback to his heritage because his daddy, Rick Steiner, by the way, loved to get up. He's going for more of the old school Steiner Brothers look, which I love. Awesome. Good idea. And he wrestles like his daddy. I love that. I think he's good. I think he looks great. Clearly he's polished. He knows what he's doing. Personality-wise, he's got his daddy's spunk. We'll talk about that when we get to what I think they're going to do with him. But yeah, I think he works well inside the ring. He looks great. But that name is awful. Bron Breakker. Like, how do you go from Rex Steiner to Bron Breakker? If you think this name sucks, do me a solid favor and like the video, cause God damn is it awful. And here's the problem with Bron Breakker. I look at him as someone that could potentially make WWE money, but I also get Mojo Rawley vibes. Someone that initially Vince will like, but then he'll get bored of him. Sadly. And you want to know why he'll get bored of Bron Breakker? He doesn't look like he has the ability to talk. I haven't really, from what I've heard of him, from the few words he said, I don't really get that vibe of charisma. You know what I mean? It's just, when certain people talk, like LA Knight, magnetism. CM Punk, magnetism. Jake the Snake Roberts. The Rock. You don't have to just be like, okay, I guess I gotta watch this. When they're on TV, you want to hear what they have to say. I don't really care what Bron Breakker has to say. I don't care. I like him. He's nice. But he's not necessarily someone I would pay money to see, and it feels like they're rushing him to that main event scene like Ryback. Because as you saw at the end, he shook hands with Tommaso Ciampa, and I'm assuming that's the next championship feud, which is stupid. That's a little too soon. We don't even know if he can talk yet. And I don't think he can. He probably could. Even if he can't talk, he can probably get good at it. But it's a little too soon. Feels a little rushed. And I'm a little worried about that. It feels like a project Vince will get bored of very, very quickly. If I'm being honest with you. Alright, yeah, that's my thoughts on Bron Breakker. Let's talk about another guy that, quite frankly, and this is just my opinion, everybody here talking about Bron Breakker, I think this guy actually has more of a chance to make an impact with WWE, or at least make them more money than Bron Breakker does. I just get that vibe from this kid. You can agree, you can disagree, but I'm gonna have my opinions about this. Carmelo Hayes, the winner of the NXT Breakout Tournament. He's got something. This new guy, Trick Williams, don't let him talk anymore. He can be the wingman. I don't mind that. I think that's absolutely necessary for someone like Carmelo Hayes. He should have himself groupies and a wingman. Put some women around him, it's over with. Because he has that vibe of someone that you want to be. That someone like a Steph Curry or a young LeBron James that you can just see that wherever he wants, all he has to do is just say he's going to get it, and he goes after it, and it's his. A young blood. I look at Carmelo Hayes and go, this is who they should be investing in. If they had done Tommaso Ciampa shaking hands with Carmelo Hayes, oh, okay, you got me hooked. But they went the typical Vinnie Mac route. I think we're gonna go with Bron Breakker. When the real talent you should be investing in is Carmelo Hayes. But all right, sure. Apparently he has a contract to go after a belt anytime he wants. So maybe they are. I just feel, for me personally, this is who we should be talking about. This is someone I look at and go, yeah, I see it. Now, he's missing something. I can't say he has it. He's missing something. I don't know if it's an edge. He has the talking ability. He can talk. He has charisma. Tons of it. But he's missing something. I don't know what it is. I can't put my finger on it. But yeah, like, he is 10 times better than Bron Breakker. He might not have the look, but he's definitely someone I would invest my money into. He is money. Money, 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 money. 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 I also don't like the Street Profits 2.0 vibe either. I agree. That's pretty bad. Like, why do they always gotta have that type of tag team in it? And I guess that's also why I don't like Trick Williams there. Because it starts feeling like, alright, it starts feeling like Crime Time. Now it feels like Street Profits. Now it feels like New Day. Okay. I'm a big fan of Carmelo. I feel like he could be a big talent for WWE. Hopefully they feel the same. Other than that, the rest of the show was a big blob of nothing. if I'm not mistaken. I like B-Fab. You know, my girl from Hit Row. Jesus Christ. Yeah, I don't like Trick Williams with Carmelo Hayes. I like the bodyguard aspect of it. But that vibe they have, the bad about it, I'm bad about it, like that's Hit Row's thing. Okay? That's Hit Row's thing. Let's get a different version. Not every black character should act the same. That's why New Day was special, because they wasn't just black wrestlers acting black. They were their own thing. You know what I mean? But B-Fab took on Katrina Cortez and whipped that ass. Needs a little work. But I like her. Elektra Lopez. Where they find this woman at? I like her already. She's already better than Raquel Gonzalez. Give her the belt. Dislikes. I know. Dislikes. Boo! This is why I don't like this channel. Delete! Unsubscribe! I don't know why they had LA Knight open the show and lose. I don't get that. If you were gonna do that, you should have at least taken him out of the match and then put in Bron Breakker and kept Kyle O'Reilly. That would have at least been interesting. But nah, they took Kyle O'Reilly out of the match and put in Von Wagner. I still don't know what's the deal. That was just so goddamn random. This show was not that great, honestly. Drake Maverick lost to Ridge Holland. I don't know why. He just did. Got some random tag team matches that didn't really do anything for anybody. Freaking Imperium beat Brooks Jensen and Josh Briggs. Wasn't Josh Briggs in that tournament? I don't know. Just some hillbilly tag team. Yeehaw! And they lost. And then another tag team match. The Creed Brothers. Beat Dan German and Trevor Skelly? Trevor Skelly. Whatever. Creed Brothers won, and then they joined Diamond Mine. And then we got this one badass chick with a chain around her neck. Ivy Nile? Jesus Christ. Oh yeah, Kushita's gonna actually fight Roderick Strong next week. And yeah, that's about it. That was NXT. Again, that's all. Good night. Yes. Wedding. I know. The Indy Hartwell and Dexter Lumis wedding. Of course that closed the show. If you need any other proof that this is sports entertainment, look at what closed the show. It wasn't the NXT title. No, it was the wedding. A wedding that isn't really a wedding. They didn't really have actual wedding rings. And what I found a little disappointing is that Dexter Lumis attacked the priest, and then Damian Priest was sitting right there in the crowd. It would have at least been hilarious if Damian Priest went up there and wed them. But no, it was Beth Phoenix, and I was just like, oh, that's oh, come on! They hand-fed y'all that joke. That was a joke hand-fed to you, and you fucked that up. All right. Listen, it's never been for me. I still don't understand what the appeal is, but y'all love this, apparently. Dexter Lumis talking for the first time, going, I do, was a big fucking moment, apparently. Look, whatever. Y'all crazy kids must have liked Twilight as well, so this is probably for the Twilight crowd. Have fun, you Twilighters. It wasn't for me. I didn't give a shit at all. I was just there going, oh, this is appealing to somebody. People calling this the greatest wrestling wedding of all time. Lord have mercy. I heard people legit say this is the best NXT show they've seen in years. And I almost flipped over this. I love this TV. I almost threw it out my window when I read that. Like, I heard people saying it in podcasts. Like, what? Again, sports entertainment. It's not for me. It's not for me. I can appreciate what you guys are trying to do with it. I'm not gonna say you can enjoy it. It's just not for me. Sorry. So here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna play some super chats, but I'm gonna run to the restroom really quickly. As soon as we get back, we're gonna do some live chat hangout, some live chats hangouts, and then we're going to just go from there. Sound good? Awesome. So let's play some super chats, and I will be right back. I swear.
Did you know about Johnny Gargano's wife will have a baby? That why I think he will stay WWE and he don't want go anywhere without his wife and baby. With Vince in charge, it's just a question of time before NXT UK invades NXT. Might be difficult with Brexit though.
Alright, and we're back. I'm pretty sure I had to be right back cover up. Was it not up? Oh, it was up on this one. Of course it was. Alright, was all the super chats played? Oh, it's still going. Okay.
That logo looks like something my 5-year-old niece would paint at home. For free.
Yeah, that's not good. Oh, Lord. Okay, so the results are in. Should I continue reviewing NXT 2.0? 350 of y'all said yes. 58%. Alright. Alright. Don't get upset if you don't like what I have to say. Be upset.
WJOT would be Dusty Rhodes' reaction to NXT 2.0?
I don't know. I don't know what his reaction would be. I would like to say he wouldn't like it, but he probably would. I wouldn't know anymore when it comes to Dusty. I don't have too much of a no, I don't have too much of a relationship with him, so I can't read his mind to tell you. But I would suggest maybe probably be okay with it. Maybe, who knows? All right, so what y'all been talking about? How did y'all like my skit? My skit of the of Bron Breakers. I'm gonna have to go back and listen to that because I think y'all would have loved it. Y'all would have loved it. Yeah, Ultra Shell 97 didn't watch the Index wedding. I don't care. I never cared. It wasn't for me. But I'm pretty sure it's doing great in the ratings. Yeah, people were saying it was the greatest NXT show they've seen in years. I'm not joking you.
Hey Alyx, I give you super chat about Johnny Gargano's wife will have baby and he will stay in WWE and he don't go anywhere without his wife and baby.
When did Candice sign on? Now who's to say that just because she's under contract doesn't mean that she can't stay at home? They're not gonna have. You do know they're not gonna have her wrestle in the next 9 months, right? So by the time she has that baby, she might be out the door as well. I'm just saying. That's all I'm gonna say. Chris Lotus. I feel like I need to watch it to actually get the experience. NXT 2.0, that is. Like, I don't see the great appeal. I just, again, everything about it. I don't know. Everything about it just doesn't appeal to me. It appeals to somebody. But again, I'll continue watching it if y'all want me to. I mean, I have a good audience for it. It's like close to over 200 people watching me. So, all right. I'll talk about it, but don't be upset. Like, what's the like-dislike ratio? I'm very curious if it went up or down. Because I was starting off with it wasn't a lot of dislikes. But people were just like, oh, dare you not call it professional wrestling. It's not professional wrestling. What am I saying that's incorrect? Then themselves don't call it professional wrestling. So why are we losing our minds? Stop calling it. That's what y'all sound like. So it's 120 likes to 19 dislikes. Wow. Interesting. Well, alright, I mean, y'all can dislike the video all you want. I just think most of y'all dislike the video because I told the truth. This is a red cover for my bed. This is a red and white shirt, polo shirt. NXT and WWE no longer are professional wrestling shows. I'm not making this up, it's just the truth. What's up, Little Hope? What's up, Joshua Perez? Good to have you both here. We got some Super Chat members. Not Super Chat, but YouTube members in the house. Nickelodeon NXT. Ouch. Little Hope says it screams Cartoon Network. So it screams Dexter's Laboratory and Powerpuff Girls and Cow and Chicken. That's a throwback. Who here remembers Two Stupid Dogs? Come on. Aw, ain't that cute? But it's wrong! Yes! Oh my god, what a throwback. Come on, who here remembers that show? We are friends if you remember Two Stupid Dogs. I actually like the new version of Secret Squirrel too. New Japan Pro Wrestling Girl says NXT 2.0 is basically Teen Titans Go.
Nickelodeon's NXT, and please react to Bryan Danielson versus Samoa Joe.
Okay, is that a request? Joshua, I will do that. Here's the thing. Email that to me. Email me the link to the match you want me to watch. Now, I don't know which match that is, so email me the link. It can be on YouTube or Daily Motion, whatever, and I'll do a live reaction to it. Now, you'll get one request each month. So this will be your request for September? Sure. Absolutely. Email that to me. Email that to me so I can do it.
You're right about this. NXT feels like you're watching a cartoon. Tears of joy lol.
Yeah, that's what it is. I'm just saying. Y'all remember that? Killer of Demons 669. It wasn't a bad show, but that set, felt like I was watching Double Dare. Yo, Double Dare! Double Dare? Come on now. Let's see. George Mendoza. When you say sports entertainment, what exactly do you refer to? A show that cares more about characters. That's about it. They say they care more about characters and storylines than professional wrestling itself. And it's more influenced heavily on that side than it is on the wrestling side. That's basically it. And that's what the show was. It was heavily influenced by sports entertainment. And again, sports entertainment's fine if they do it right. But this wasn't even all that great. It was okay. Some of y'all remember Two Stupid Dogs. Good. And Secret Squirrel. I was actually just thinking about like shows I used to watch as a kid. One of my favorite movies was Scooby-Doo in the something Zombie Island. Scooby-Doo's on Zombie Island. Is it Scooby-Doo on Zombie Island? On Zombie Island? Is that what I'm thinking of? Scooby-Doo on Zombie Island. That was my favorite movie back then to binge. I remember all the songs on that. Hold on. You know, a scary night, another spooky fight. Just might be Slime Time. Does that still come on?
It feels like I'm watching Slime Time live and figure it out for NXT 2.0.
I think I remember the host. What was it? I remember the face of the host. I forgot his name. Because I think I also saw him on NTV. IRL, or was that someone different? Like, I feel like I've seen his face on multiple shows. But yeah, that Slime Time went hard. Y'all sleeping on Slime Time, if we're being honest.
NXT with Kablam and SpongeBob.
Kablam. Man, that was the shiznit back then. Thank you, Dave. It was Dave. For the ghost is here and the cook is a suit. The ghost is here and protecting some loot. Uh-oh. Did someone get through my subscription? I'll give him the boat. It's fake. Dun, da, 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 da. Da, 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 da. Another scary fight, another spooky fright. Yeah, so I can't block that guy. This is probably a good time to go ahead and call it anyways. Thank y'all for being here. I appreciate you guys for making me a part of your day. Give me your thoughts about NXT. Be honest, but be respectful. Thank y'all for being here. Love y'all. I'll catch you guys next time, right here in Alyx's World, a safe space for wrestling fans like you. Peace.